We are back, diving into something every small farmer should know about: forages that work like medicine for your cows and like restoration for your soil. These plants help treat parasites, boost milk, improve fertility, support calving, reduce bloat, and more. And best of all, they also rebuild your land while they're at it. We're going to walk through powerful forage plants, explaining what they do for your animals and what they do underground. Check out our first video if you haven't already. If you have, let's get into more. Stinging nettle, a plant with quite a reputation. Yes, it stings and most people call it a weed, but don't let that put you off. For cattle, nettle is a medicinal powerhouse and a valuable forage species that benefits both animal health and soil vitality. From a cattle health perspective, stinging nettle is packed with iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and vitamins A, C, D, and K, nutrients essential for blood production, muscle function, and immune support. Its rich iron content helps combat anemia in livestock, especially in young calves or older animals that may have lower mineral absorption. One of the most fascinating benefits of nettle is its anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. Traditional herbalists have long used nettle for joint pain and arthritis relief, and livestock grazing on nettle-rich pastures often show improved mobility and less lameness. This makes nettle a natural remedy for aging cows or those recovering from injuries. Nettle also acts as a natural diuretic and detoxifier, helping support kidney and liver function. This encourages better waste elimination, reduces the risk of urinary tract infections, and supports overall metabolic health in the herd. Another critical benefit is its role in supporting the immune system. Studies show that nettle extracts can stimulate white blood cell activity and enhance resistance to infections, making your herd more resilient to common pasture diseases. Nettle prefers nutrient-rich, moist soils and is often an indicator of healthy soil with good organic matter. Its dense, fibrous root system helps stabilize soil, preventing erosion on slopes or disturbed ground. Nettle's roots also improve soil structure by creating channels that enhance water infiltration and aeration, much like other deep-rooted perennials. These roots foster a thriving microbial community by releasing root exudates that feed beneficial bacteria and fungi. Interestingly, nettle leaves and stems accumulate minerals from the soil, including trace elements like silicon and zinc, which get recycled back into the soil when the plants die back or are grazed. This natural mineral cycling enriches the pasture and supports other plants in mixed forage systems. For cattle farmers, nettle also offers a unique forage advantage. It can be harvested as silage or hay when mature, providing a nutritious supplement during winter months when fresh forage is scarce. Nettle fibers were historically used to make textiles and ropes, and the plant is still being explored as a sustainable fiber crop. One note of caution: fresh nettle will sting bare skin, but cattle rarely get stung when grazing because their tongues are tough and they tend to nibble carefully. Still, it's best to manage nettle patches to prevent overgrowth, as dense nettle stands can outcompete more palatable forages if left unchecked. Alfalfa, known for its incredible nutritional profile, is a go-to for dairy and beef operations alike. But beyond its protein content, alfalfa has a suite of medicinal benefits for cattle too. Alfalfa is also known to support liver health and stimulate appetite, particularly in stressed or recovering animals. Some farmers notice cows will self-select alfalfa when they need an energy boost or are coming out of illness, likely because it's naturally high in chlorophyll, which aids in detoxification. One surprising benefit: hormonal support. Alfalfa contains plant-based estrogens, called phytoestrogens, which, in moderation, may help regulate heat cycles and improve conception rates, especially in undernourished animals. Just like with red clover, balance is key to avoid disrupting hormonal health. And then there's its digestive support role. Alfalfa's fiber is more digestible than most grasses, which helps buffer the rumen and keeps fermentation steady, reducing the risk of acidosis in high-producing dairy cows. It has a deep taproot system, sometimes reaching 15 feet into the soil, making it incredibly drought-tolerant and ideal for improving soil structure. These roots punch through hardpan layers, breaking up compaction and improving air and water flow. Alfalfa is also a nitrogen fixer. Like other legumes, it partners with rhizobia bacteria to pull nitrogen out of the air and convert it into a plant-available form. cutting your need for synthetic fertilizers. An established stand can add 100 to 200 pounds of nitrogen per acre annually to the soil. Here's something most graziers don't know. Alfalfa also helps mobilize deep minerals, like potassium and magnesium, bringing them to the surface for other plants to access. And when it's grazed properly, the manure from cows eating alfalfa becomes a mineral-rich amendment. But a word of caution, alfalfa can cause bloat, especially when grazed fresh and in monoculture. The best strategy is to graze it with grasses like orchard grass or tall fescue, and always introduce cattle gradually to new alfalfa-rich paddocks. Dandelion. Most people think of it as a weed, but dandelion is actually one of the most nutritious and medicinally active forages you can offer your cattle. Dandelions are rich in vitamins A, C, D, and K, and loaded with minerals like calcium, potassium, magnesium, iron, and phosphorus. That makes it a fantastic natural mineral supplement, especially early in the grazing season when other plants are still maturing. One of its standout benefits? Liver detoxification. Dandelion contains bitter compounds like taraxacin that stimulate bile production and support liver function, helping cattle process toxins, manage stress, and recover from deworming or medications. This is especially valuable in regenerative herds that aim to reduce pharmaceutical inputs and support natural immunity. Dandelion is also a diuretic, which can help cattle manage fluid retention, particularly in hot or humid weather. And because it supports kidney function, it can improve overall metabolic efficiency, something you'll notice in improved feed conversion and even temperament in some animals. Digestive health is another big win. The leaves, flowers, and roots of the plant all support gut health, especially the roots, which are high in inulin, a prebiotic that feeds beneficial bacteria in the rumen and intestines. That leads to more efficient nutrient absorption, less bloating, and better immune function. Its deep taproot, which can extend up to 18 inches, acts like a natural soil aerator. It breaks through compacted layers, draws up minerals from deep in the subsoil, and helps bring those nutrients back to the surface where they benefit neighboring grasses and herbs. That deep root also makes dandelion a drought-resilient species, able to thrive where shallow-rooted forages wither. It helps maintain green ground cover, improves water infiltration, and reduces erosion. And here's a bonus. Dandelions bloom early in the season, often before anything else. Their bright yellow flowers are a critical first food source for pollinators, especially native solitary bees. So if you've been trying to kill off your dandelions, maybe reconsider. It's rich in essential oils including enethol, fenchone, and estragol, which give fennel its characteristic sweet, licorice-like aroma. These oils provide powerful antimicrobial and anti-parasitic effects, helping cattle fight off internal parasites and reduce digestive upsets without relying on chemical dewormers. Fennel is also known to stimulate appetite and aid digestive function. Grazing cattle often seem to enjoy fennel's flavor, and it encourages better feed intake, especially during stressful periods like weaning or heat stress. Its mild carminative properties help reduce bloating and gas in the rumen, promoting smoother digestion. Rich in vitamins A, C, and potassium, fennel also supports immune health, vision, and electrolyte balance, all critical for maintaining vitality in cattle, especially in hot or humid climates where mineral loss through sweating can be significant. Fennel has a deep taproot system that helps break through compacted soil layers and improve soil aeration and water infiltration. This makes it an excellent pioneer species for reclaiming degraded or overgrazed pastures. Its roots exude compounds that can have a biofumigation effect, meaning they help suppress harmful soil pathogens and nematodes. This natural pest control action can reduce soil-borne diseases and promote healthier root development for neighboring plants. Fennel's biomass also decomposes quickly and adds organic matter to the soil, which enhances microbial activity and nutrient cycling. Here's an interesting tidbit. Fennel is often used as a companion plant in mixed pastures because it attracts beneficial insects, including predatory wasps and hoverflies, which prey on common pests like aphids and caterpillars. This natural pest control reduces the need for pesticides and supports a balanced pasture ecosystem. And while fennel can reseed prolifically, careful management keeps it from becoming invasive, turning it into a valuable forage and medicinal herb rather than a nuisance. Milk thistle is famous for its liver protective properties. Its active compound, silymarin, is a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory that supports liver detoxification and regeneration. This is especially important for cattle exposed to environmental toxins, medications, or high levels of metabolic stress. By helping the liver filter and eliminate toxins efficiently, milk thistle can improve overall metabolic health, boost immune function, and enhance feed efficiency. Farmers often notice cattle grazing. Milk thistle show better resilience during stressful events, such as calving, transport, or illness. Beyond liver support, milk thistle has anti-inflammatory effects that may reduce chronic inflammation in joints and tissues. Milk thistle also has a deep taproot system that helps loosen compacted soils and improves water infiltration. This deep rooting also enables the plant to access nutrients and moisture far below the surface, which it cycles back to the topsoil through leaf litter when it dies back. Additionally, milk thistle produces a large amount of biomass, which decomposes into nutrient-rich organic matter that feeds soil microbes and improves soil structure over time. This organic matter is crucial for building healthy, resilient pastures capable of supporting diverse forage species. While milk thistle has spiny leaves and stems that might deter overgrazing, cattle will selectively browse it when available, especially in early growth stages before it becomes too tough or prickly. Managed properly, it can provide significant health benefits without risking animal injury. Bonus fact: milk thistle is being studied for its potential to help mitigate the effects of mycotoxins in feed. Mycotoxins are toxic compounds produced by molds that can contaminate hay or silage and cause serious health issues. Milk thistle's antioxidant properties may help protect cattle from some of these toxins, reducing liver damage and improving overall health. Marshmallow, not the candy, the plant. Marshmallow acts as a natural demulcent for cows. This means it soothes and protects the lining of the digestive tract, which is especially helpful for cattle experiencing ruminal acidosis, ulcers, or general digestive upset. Grazing on marshmallow can help reduce inflammation and promote faster healing in the rumen and intestines, improving overall nutrient absorption and gut health. Beyond digestive care, marshmallow also has anti-inflammatory and mild diuretic effects, supporting urinary tract health and reducing inflammation in tissues and joints. This can be particularly beneficial for older cows or those under stress from environmental or metabolic challenges. Now, let's look beneath the surface. Marshmallow has a deep, fibrous root system that helps improve soil structure by breaking up compacted layers and increasing soil porosity. These roots also encourage microbial diversity by providing habitat and feeding zones for beneficial soil microbes, which in turn helps cycle nutrients more effectively. As marshmallow grows, it produces a good amount of leaf biomass rich in organic matter, which decomposes rapidly and feeds soil life. This boosts soil fertility and water retention, critical in pastures prone to drought or erosion. For cattle farmers, marshmallow is especially valuable in restoration and healing phases of pasture management. If you're working to recover degraded soils or support stressed animals, marshmallow's gentle but effective medicinal qualities make it a perfect forage addition. An interesting fact: marshmallow's mucilage has even been used historically as a natural remedy for mastitis in dairy cows. The gel-like compounds can soothe inflamed udders and speed healing when applied topically or ingested. Just a heads up. Marshmallow prefers moist, well-drained soils and can struggle in heavy clay or drought-prone areas, so choosing the right pasture zones for it is key to success. Mullein is best known for its respiratory benefits. Its leaves and flowers contain saponins, flavonoids, and mucilage, which help soothe irritated airways, reduce inflammation, and support healthy lung function. Grazing mullein can assist cattle suffering from respiratory issues like bovine respiratory disease complex or seasonal allergies, conditions that are common stressors in many herds. Mullein also has antimicrobial and expectorant properties, helping to clear mucus and fight respiratory infections naturally, reducing the need for antibiotics. Farmers have observed that cows with access to mullein tend to cough less and recover faster from respiratory stress. Switching focus to the soil, mullein's deep taproot reaches well below the surface, breaking up compacted soil layers and improving aeration and water infiltration. This rooting system also mines minerals like potassium, calcium, and phosphorus from deep subsoil layers, cycling those nutrients back to the topsoil when its leaves die back or when used as mulch. Mullein produces a significant amount of leaf biomass rich in organic matter, which decomposes quickly and feeds beneficial soil microbes, supporting a vibrant soil food web. Here's a fascinating tidbit. Mullein's large, fuzzy leaves can help reduce soil erosion when growing on slopes or bare ground due to their ability to slow down rain impact and wind. This makes mullein a natural soil protector on vulnerable pasture edges or disturbed areas. For cattle farmers, mullein is also a useful indicator plant. Its presence often signals poor or compacted soils, offering clues for targeted soil improvement efforts. One important note: while mullein offers great benefits, it isn't a high-nutrient forage and should be part of a diverse pasture mix rather than a main feed source. It is also invasive, so monitoring and restricting its spread is important. Now that you've seen what's possible, take a walk around your pasture. What's already growing that you've ignored? What could you intentionally add to support your cows and your land? You don't need to plant all. Start with a few and observe. Let your cows teach you what they need. The pasture isn't just feed, it's medicine. It's fertility. It's resilience. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more regenerative farming tips, and let us know in the comments. What forages are you growing for health? See you next time.